Today I'm going to show you why I like starting my songs with vocals and why starting your songs with vocals just might be the key to you writing better, more professional sounding arrangements. The vocal I'll be using is in the description below this video for free. Make sure to go ahead and grab that so you can follow along. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so in music we have melodies, which are lines of music made up of single notes played at a time. And then we have harmony, which is two simultaneous lines of music that come together and create one musical movement. I find the harmonic relationship between the lead melody and the chord progression to be a much easier starting point for writing a song, and it's this reason that I like to start with vocals. Starting with an acapella like this one to find another way is great because it's already sectioned out. So it has a verse, a pre-chorus, a chorus 1, and a chorus 2. So that means that this acapella gives me two things. It gives me melody and it gives me structure. And then what I could do is either keep the vocals in the song or just use the vocals to get me started and get rid of them later. By the way, these vocals are part of a vocal pack that will be released sometime in July. You do not want to miss this pack, so make sure to stay tuned on this channel. The first step to creating harmonies is to find a chord progression. So I have a synth loaded up here. It is XFER Serum. I'm just going to create a region, and then I'm going to make one of my favorite synth sounds in the world. Initialize preset, turn on the filter, make it a strong, filtery filter. I'm going to take envelope 2, drag it on top of the cutoff knob, and then work the sustain. Let's add some unison for fluffiness. This is just reverb and delay. And then we can start creating our harmony. These chords are in C sharp minor, so according to my chord chart, in C sharp minor, we can use the C, E, F, G, A, and B chord. For these vocals, the D sharp diminished chord is an ugly sounding chord, so I'm not going to use that one. Alright, so when I'm writing in a certain scale, I like to start the progression with the tonic of that scale. So in this case, it's going to be the C sharp. And we'll go down to that G sharp chord. We'll go back up to the A and then up to the B. To find another way. And then once I get a bass harmony that I like, then I can go ahead and create the chords. So I'm just gonna double this root note by pulling it up an octave. And once I have my doubled root note, I can take this top line, pull it up a fifth or 5 steps or 7 semitones, and then we just fill in the thirds to find another way. And because this is a totally rehearsed video, I know these chords sound a little bit cheesy in their basic form, so what I'm gonna do is revoice them a little bit. To find another way. That is a very pretty sound. I'm gonna make these vocals sound hot, so I'm gonna add fresh air. This is an insanely cool free plugin from Slate Digital. To find another way. See, it like adds that's called air, that hiss that is happening on the vocal. I just like to add 30% of this. Let's add a little echo. I'm gonna add reverb, just a little bit. To find another way. Listen how pretty. Oh, does he make you feel the same? Oh, did you have to walk away? That is gorgeous. That's gorgeous. That is why I like starting with the harmony, because now we have something. Whether we keep the vocals or not, the chords are absolutely beautiful, and even with these vocals, I could chop them up, do whatever I want with them, and they'll still sound good. But we're not done yet. We can keep using these vocals and get a full song written, because these vocals already have an arrangement for us to follow. Here's the pre-chorus of the vocal.
But it all came crashing down.
And this is where I'm going to add a bass line. And the bass that I'm going to add comes from the root note of the chords. It's the best note to use for a bass line. So I'm just going to copy those and paste them. And look at this. This is like one of the easiest basses that you'll ever create. It's when we take a saw wave. I'm just going to use the default wave here in XFER Serum. Give us some unison, add a tight filter, and now we have this nice deep respace. So now if we play everything with our bass,
All came crashing down.
let's head over to the chorus. This is where the vocals pick up in energy. You can hear that they pick up in their register. It's a lot different than the energy here in the verse,
Tried to find another way.
where he's somewhat whispering. So what I'm going to do as the composer is I'm going to follow that energy. Let's go ahead and add some drums here. This would be the buildup of the song, and then the drop would come in over here where he starts doing his second chorus, or kind of like a chorus outro.
From everything.
So I have these dark drums that I've been using in Nexus 3 for like the past 10 years, and they never get old. Let's do some dotted rhythm. Boom, boom. And then we can loop these around like so. So now that we have the drums here in our chorus, this transition should be a nice, satisfying sound.
And our chances slim to nothing now. Oh, does he make you feel the same?
You don't even need any other instruments. It already sounds good. I have a rule of thumb when I'm arranging a song. When the chords loop twice, add something to them. So in this case, I added a bass. And then when the chords loop 4 times, layer them or change something about them. And this way, they won't get boring. So in this case, this would be the 5th and 6th loop of the chords. So I'm just going to take those, duplicate them, and add a different chord sound. So I have the same sound here loaded up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add an ARP and then let this generate a different rhythm for me. Let's add 1 piece of ear candy. We can even add more than that. But what I like to do is just use my chords. Nothing's got to be hard here. I'm just going to take these and add another layer here. I want something like nice and sparkly. Let's go ahead into Serum. I'm just gonna pull this up an octave, but I'm gonna change the wave to something a little softer. Let's see if we could get the same rhythm as those chords. That's so pretty. That is so pretty. Alright, we're gonna put this kick in the intro because I'm feeling dangerous.
Tried to find another way.
Alright, so what we have here now is a verse, a pre-chorus, and a chorus 1, and then I'm gonna build my drop here for the second part of the chorus and the vocal. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, I added a drop. It's very mellow, but check it out. I have the chords here. I have a lot of automation that's really making them move throughout the drop. Yeah. Then we have a layer here. It adds like atmosphere. I figured I'd add drums because it's a drop. And then if we take the vocal, bring it back in, we get this wonderful sound.
Does he make you feel the same? Oh, did you have to walk away from everything?
not complete yet, but it's a work in progress. So yeah, we were able to take a vocal, use it for the structure and the melody to create a harmony, and now we can keep the vocal in the song if we like it, or just get rid of it. But now we have a song written, and we can keep having fun from here. If you like this video and like to learn more about every element of music production, come join me in my EDM Bootcamp course. My EDM Bootcamp course is not just a course, but it's also an entire back-end mastermind group where you can ask me any production question that you would like and send me your songs for unlimited track feedback. If that sounds like something you're interested in, like I said, there's a link at the top of the description below, and I'll see you in there. And as always, stay tuned for next video.